Good morning, children. We are learning English grammar, the use of verbs in tenses. In previous class, we have learned present tense and its subtenses. There we learn simple present tense, present continuous tense, present perfect tense and present perfect continuous tense. Today we are going to start the next tense, past tense and its four subtenses. So first tense is past simple tense and the structure of past simple tense is V2. In past simple tense, there is no any restriction of using inflection with verb because with singular or plural noun we use V2. V2 means second form of the verb. We use past simple tense to refer an action that completed in the past. So past simple tense is related to past action which was completed and it has close relation with past. We only talk about past action which completed in the past. So completion of action is very important in past simple tense. We just talk of action which was completed in the past. For example, I watched movie yesterday. So I watch movie, watch it is V2. Movie when yesterday. Yesterday shows time, it is past time and action completed in the past. Then she came late last night. Last night also shows past tense and action completed last night. So it is past simple tense. Then another example, I went to school when I was child. When I was child, it also shows past time. So when I was child, it is related to past. Now I am not child, so this sentence is related to past, and so I went to school, it is in past simple tense. I went to school when I was child. The action completed in the past, no relation with present. Then second subtense is past continuous tense. The structure of past continuous tense is was, were plus V1 with ing form. So with singular we use was and with plural we use verb, base form of the verb with ing form. So what is the use of past continuous tense? We use past continuous tense to refer an action that was going on at a particular time in the past. So we can see the difference between present continuous tense and past continuous tense. Present continuous tense express an action which is going on at the time of speaking. Means we talk of current action in present continuous tense. But the opposite of present continuous tense is past continuous tense. We express an action that was going on in a particular time in the past, and completion of action is not important in past continuous tense. We just talk of going on action. Completion of action is not necessary. Continuity is important. What was going on in the past, that is the main thing which we want to express by using past continuous tense. Whether an action was completed or not, it doesn't related to past continuous tense. It is related to past simple tense. There we talk about completed action, but past continuous tense doesn't express completion of action. It just expresses only about going on action. Let's see some example. I was having lunch when she came. In this example you can see here is mentioned particular time when she came. When she came, it denotes particular time when the action was going on. Which action was going on? I was having lunch. This action was going on, but whether the action was completed or not, we don't know because it is not matter of past continuous tense. It is related to some past simple tense. So just we are talking here about an action which was going on at a particular time when she came. Then second example, it was raining when I went out. So when I went out, it is it is in past simple tense. So it talk of a particular time. A name time is denoted by this action I went out. I went out During that time, what was going on? It was raining. It was raining, but after going out, whether there was rain or not, it doesn't matter of past continuous tense. It is only talking of an action which was going on in a particular time. So these are two examples of past continuous tense. It expresses an action which was going on, and completion of action is not important. Continuity is important in this tense. Then third tense of past tense is past perfect tense, and the structure of past perfect tense is had plus V3. Here no have has singular, plural, nouns, verb. So we have only had to use with singular or plural noun, and V3 means third form of the verb. So let's see the use of past perfect tense. Children, don't get confused while learning this tense. You will get little difficulty, but if you try to understand, you can understand it. So please pay your attention learning this tense past perfect. So we use past perfect tense to refer two actions related to past. So first thing is that we don't refer two action in past perfect tense, but without referring another action we can't express past perfect tense. When we want to express any action related to past, which we can express by using past perfect tense, we just need two action to talk about earlier action. In past perfect tense there are two actions. First action is called earlier action, and second action is called latter action. So it's very important to express both action, and after expressing both action we can understand what is a past perfect tense. So first action is called earlier action, and this action is expressed by using past perfect tense. So earlier action is called past perfect tense, and second action is latter action, which will be always in past simple tense, but we have to express earlier action by using past perfect tense. But when we talk of past perfect tense, we have to mention two action related to past, and both action related to past are completed action. We are talking here about completed action. Both are no action is going on here, just completion of action is very important. But earlier action and latter action, first earlier action takes place, and after earlier action latter action will take place. So first action is expressed in past perfect tense, and both actions are completed, but one by one, not at a time. Both action will take place one by one. First earlier action will take place, that will be in past perfect tense, and later second action will take place, it will be in past simple tense. Let's see some examples of past perfect tense. The patient had died before the doctor came. Here easily you can recognize which is earlier action, because earlier action will be in past perfect tense, and this structure of past perfect tense had V3. It is had and V3. So second action, it is latter action, it will be in past simple tense. So first, which action had taken place here? The patient had died. First the patient had died, and after that what happened? Doctor came. Means after dying the patient, the doctor came. So first, which action took place? The patient had died. This action first took place, so it is earlier action, and later the doctor came. This is latter action. So first action means earlier action we express through past perfect tense. So when we have to talk about two past action related to completed action related to past, but there is difference in taking place. So first action we will express using past perfect tense, and second action we will express using past simple tense. The next example, I had locked my door and left to office. So whenever we want to go out, so first what we do, we don't leave the house first we lock our door. So which action has taken place here? First, I had locked my door. So first I locked my door, and after locking the door I left to office. So first action is this, and this is earlier action, first action, and it expresses in past perfect tense, later action in past simple tense. Whenever two action took place in past completed action, but when two at a time both action don't take place, so there is little difference in both action. So what first happen, that will be expressed in past continuous tense, and later action in past simple tense. Next example, we had reached home before the rain started. Okay, there is little mistake in example. We had reached home before the rain started. So which action first took place? We reached home, and after reaching, what happened? The rain started. So first action is this, reaching to home. It happened first, so it will be expressed in past perfect tense, and later after reaching the home, what happened? The rain started. So this is latter action, it will be in simple past tense. I hope you understood the use of past perfect tense. Then next tense is past perfect continuous tense. So let's see the use of past perfect tense. To refer an action that started before a particular time in the past and was still going on for a particular time. So this is the use of past perfect tense. We refer an action that started before a particular time. Okay, these both actions, here we refer to action. You just recall the use of present perfect continuous tense. There what we use, present perfect continuous tense has a relation with past tense, because which action we express in present perfect continuous tense, that started in past and in present at the time of speaking it is going on. In that sense we use present perfect continuous tense. So what about past perfect continuous tense? Past perfect continuous tense also expresses the same action, but the action related to past, no relation with present. It started also in past at a particular time, in a name time, and it was going on in a particular time or a name time. So both things happen in past, but present perfect continuous tense, what we see, an action started in past and still going on at the time of speaking, means it has a relation with present as well as past. But in past perfect continuous tense, action started even in past and going on in past, and completion of action is not referred in past perfect continuous tense. We just talk of an action which was started in past and was going on for a particular time. Let's see the example. Through example you can understand. It is a little difficult to understand, but through this example you can understand. I had been waiting for 2 hours when he reached. So in this example you can see I had been waiting for 2 hours. In present perfect continuous tense, I told you the use of for and since. We use for length of time and since for a starting point of time. So the structure of past perfect tense is had been plus V1 with ing form, and present perfect continuous tense have or has been plus V1 with ing form. Now let's see. I had been waiting for 2 hours when I reached. So my action is of waiting. So I started waiting in a past, in a particular time I started. Okay, past, no relation with present. In past I started waiting, and when for whom I was waiting, that person reached there when my time of waiting was 2 hours, when 2 hours over, but I was waiting there and when the person reached for whom I was waiting, when he reached, so how much time over? For 2 hours. I had been waiting for 2 hours, means 2 hours completed. I was waiting when the man reached. So to express such an action, we can use here past perfect continuous tense. I had been waiting for 2 hours. Okay, when he reached means 2 hours I was there waiting for the person when he came there. Before a time I started waiting, but when the man came there, 2 hours were completed. Let's see one more example to understand. It had been raining for 2 hours. Which action was started in past? Raining. Rain started in past and it was going on in past. It started in a particular time and it was going on for a particular times and time 2 hours. When I rang you up. So this action also related to past. When I rang you up, before that rain started, and now when I rang you up, 2 hours were completed. So action started in past in a named time and was going on for a particular time when the second action took place. You can see here action started in past and in past it was going on and still that for a particular time it was going on when the next action took place, the action when I rang you up. So to express such action we can use past perfect continuous tense. Children, to understand better, you try to form example yourself by your any practical life example. If you form, you can understand better. I hope you understood what today we have learned. If any doubts or queries, you can reply me. Thank you.